Okay, thank you. So the next topic will be about the new challenge and opportunity of sustainability by Prof. Tsai Chi Kuo from Department of Industrial Management, National Taiwan University of Science and Technology. Decision will be led by our moderator, a lecturer from the Department of Agroindustrial Technology, Thalia Nasiha, Sarjana Teknologi Pertanian, Magister in Science, MBA. Before that, I will read the amazing CV of Miss Thalia first. The operator, can you help me to show the CV of Miss Thalia, please? Okay, thank you. So the education of Miss Thalia, the bachelor is from Agricultural Technology, Universitas Gadjah Mada, master from Business Administration, Industrial Management, National Taiwan University of Science and Technology, and the master from Science and Industrial Engineering, Universitas Gadjah Mada. So the project from Miss Thalia is first, develop an optimization of model and indoor agriculture located in South Taiwan. 2. In a work competition team member, develop an other-friendly application prototype. 3. International Conference of Industrial Engineering, Universitas Gadjah Mada. And the result is the first is fungal contamination, peroxide value, and quality of cocoa bean, effect of lactic acid bacteria, starter, and packaging techniques during storage. 2. A data-driven predicts model of IoT applied in an indoor aquaculture system. And 3. A preliminary study of IoT applied in an indoor aquaculture system. And 4. Pengaruh kemasan vakum dan non-vakum pada penyimpanan suhu ruang terhadap kualitas biji kakao kering terfermentasi spontan dengan penambahan Lactobacillus plantarum HL15. So, for Miss Thalia, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Albertus, for introducing me. So, my name is Thalia, and I'm a lecturer of Agroindustrial Technology, Faculty of Agricultural Technology, Universitas Gadjah Mada. And for this session, we will have Professor Tsai Chi Kuo as our speaker. Ni hao, Laushe. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah. How are you?
Sharira, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
right. Okay.
Okay.
And before we listen to Professor Kuo lecture, please let me introduce him first. For the operator, could you please share screen for the curriculum vitae of Professor Tsai Chi Kuo, please? Okay, first of all, our speaker today for this session, who is Professor Tsai Chi Kuo, is the Associate Dean, Professor, and also the Chairman of Department of Industrial Management, National Taiwan University of Science and Technology. And he has researched the sustainable product design and manufacturing and business model for many years, and continuously received research funding from the government and private enterprises. And his current research interests specifically include the green supply chain management, green innovative product design, green manufacturing, low carbon product design, and product service system. And Professor Kuo also has published more than 135 articles in various journals and also conferences. Many published journal articles have cited his paper, and he has also served the reviewer for many leading journals. And today, he will give a lecture about the new challenges and opportunity of sustainability. But firstly, I would like to inform you that Professor Kuo will have another schedule after 2:30, right, Prof?
Yes.
1 or maybe 1 hour and a half from now. So we will give around 60 minutes for Professor Kuo to explain the materials and around 30 until 40 minutes for the question and answer session. And to all the participants who want to ask questions, you can raise your hand and talk directly in this forum during the Q&A session, or you can also write down your question in the chat box or in the Q&A menu. And without any further ado, please welcome our speaker, Professor Tsai Chi Kuo, and now time and screen is yours.
Okay, first, I want to say sorry that because I made a mistake that actually Professor she doesn't tell me that the time is for your time, not for Taiwan time. So actually I only have 30 minutes to make the lecture. And however, I provided like the video because this time I have like the APO, is the Asian Productivity Organization. The video will be about 1 hour, and I think I will still keep in the online, but I have another meeting with that one, so you can watch my video. So I will make the presentation for 30 minutes, and also you can watch my video. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, I think it will be okay. And maybe for the participant who have any question,
Sure, no problem.
what if the participant write down the comment on your YouTube videos? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure, no problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry for that one because actually I didn't just check the time. So she told me that from 1 o'clock to 2:30. I said, yeah, okay, yes, but I don't see the difference for the time zone. Yeah, sorry
Yeah,
for that one.
because Indonesia and Taiwan have 1 hour.
1 hour difference.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Right, I see. Okay, or maybe if the participant have a question, I will list the question and send it to your email, Prof.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So
Okay,
right now I want to share my screen, right? Or you
right.
want to help me to share my screen?
Yeah, I able to see your screen now. Yeah.
Okay, so you can see my screen right now. I think I need this
Yeah,
one.
I can see that.
So can you see my slide right now?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. So since the time is very quickly, so I just give you a very briefly about like the new challenges and the opportunity of the sustainability. Okay. And okay, I think that you already got my CV, so you already introduced myself first, and I think that since I'm from the industrial engineering and I'm talking about like the green design, and also when we talk about the sustainability, we also try to identify the UN SDG. The SDG means that Sustainable Development Goal here. So my topic will focus on like the green design or life cycle design or the supply chain management or even the low carbon design here. So I think that everyone knows that we have a problem for the environmental, especially in Taiwan. In these 4 years, we don't have too much typhoon right now, and also we have like the extreme weather in Taiwan. So far, we are absent of the waters here. So everyone knows that in everywhere we have the problem for the environmental stress here. So a lot of country they already announced that they want to control and try to reduce the carbon dioxide emission. Especially they want to control the temperature to reduce from 2 Celsius to be 1.5 Celsius. So they also think about that we should reduce the carbon emissions to be zero before the year of 2050 here. So here you can see that the goal is to limit the global warming to below 2 degree and prefer to be 1.5 degree Celsius compared with the industrial levels here. So currently here you can see that our temperature degree is already to be 1 degree for the Celsius here. I'm not quite sure that in Indonesia your temperature is of what, but in Taiwan recently we are very hot, and compared to before. Actually, Taiwan, a lot of Indonesia students come to Taiwan. They say, yeah, the weather is very hot and also humidified here. So the U.S. already rejoined the Paris climate agreement, especially the President Biden. He tried to say that he want to tackle in the climate crisis here. And see, we are the green we are the productivity people. So I think that the green productivity should be like a strategy to enhance the business productivity for overall the social economic development. So the need is to have a business to earn the profit, but however, we also need to protect the environment here. So the objective of the green productivity will be very important, especially we need to have like the green design and the manufacturing. And also we need to green in the supply chain, water resource and energy efficient, and also the cleaner development and also the solid waste management. And net zero carbon emission right now is our goal for us here. So the goal is try to reduce the carbon dioxide emission, especially here. The low international cooperation cases are very important here. So facing the major change in the year of 2030, the production and lifestyle and the market is very important. Especially we need to change our behavior. Also, we need to develop the industry, especially for the sustainable industry here. And in Taiwan right now, our government will, already revise the law, the regulation since from the year of the 2024. The government in Taiwan, we will set the carbon fee for the carbon dioxide emission. So if the company or if the enterprise they just exhaust the carbon dioxide emission, then they need to pay the carbon fee here. So that is a very important for the company in Taiwan. And also, if the company they want to import something into Taiwan, they also need to hand in the carbon dioxide emission fee here. So the SDG will change our world. I'm not quite sure that in your home country, did you know the SDG? And in here, there are 70 SDG goals for us, especially the poverty, the hunger is the problem. And for the COVID-19, we have the good health and well-being problem, and also education. But in the near future, about 5 years, we have like the city and the communication, and also the consumption and the production, also the climate action and water, land, and justice and the partnership here. So basically, when we see in the future for the sustainability, I don't think that poverty is still the problem. I know that in Indonesia, there are some peoples they still, struggling in the problem of poverty and hunger. But in the near future, that the climate change, especially for the water cleansing and also the climate and also the energy, will be a very important thing for not only for Taiwan, but also for the other country here. So checking the progress for the goals and the sustainable goal. There are 17 goals and 116 targets, and also there are 232 indicators here. And yeah, some people say that if we want to have a sustainable life, we should have the 5P here, which is that we need to take care of the people, and we also need to think about the economy prosperity, and also we need to protect our planet, and also we need to be peaceful and justice to our, for example, the employee and our society. Also, the partnership is also very important. So basically, consider about the 17 SDG goals. We also think about that. Is there any, is any a good way for our sustainable development here? So here, just mention about the company goals and the vision should not only root the sustainability concept. And right now in Taiwan, we are talking about like the sustainability focus on the economy, which we should focus on the strategy and goals of the company. Also, we need to protect our human rights and then fair the operating practice. Also, we need to be friendly to our labor, and also we need to take care of our customer issue and also the community here. Also, we need to prevent our pollution of our environment. So the sustainable resource is also very important. In Taiwan, we are not only focused on the raw material resource, but also the recycled material resource. I think from the supply chain, especially for the enterprise supply chain, a lot of enterprises right now force the company in Taiwan to build on the lower carbon supply chain and also the recycled material reuse here. So I think that sustainability report will integrate the discrete concept and the methodology into a framework here. Right now, the corporate sustainability is top down here. I have several experience there in Taiwan. That right now in Taiwan, a lot of CEO, a lot of CFO, they want to top down to build on the sustainability, especially for the corporate responsibility. Also, they will disclose the results of their sustainability. So in Taiwan, our government, especially for the Bureau of the Financial Bureau, they already force the company to publish the CSR report annually. And in the sustainability report, they need to disclose their strategy, engagement, and execution of the environmental and the social and the economy results here. So this kind of the loop that they force the company need to learn from the practice here. So basically, in the company, they try to integrate the corporate strategy and the corporate social responsibility together. So there are three main challenges for the company. How can they have a strategy? And during the strategy, is there any innovation process, or if there any innovative idea, their company, they can increase their competitiveness. Also, the results should be like to increase the value here. So the sustainability right now in Taiwan is not from the bottom up, it's the top down idea here. So the top down people need to think about the strategy and innovation and the value here. So the solution is that we should have a green manufacturing, especially we need to think about the circular economy, such as the energy and the waste recycling, and also the net zero for the carbon emission reduction. So here I just introduce some like case study of the smart green manufacturing here. Okay, the circular economy depicts a production and a consumption system that relies on the recycling, reuse, repair, remanufacturing, and also sharing of products and changing the consumption patterns and the new business model and system here. So here from the left side, you can see there is a circle. In the middle is the circular economy. And we need to think about we should have a sustainable product life cycle. And we also need to think about the raw material sourcing. Also, we need to have a responsible sourcing and manufacturing. Also, we need to build up the sustainable packing and the distribution. Finally, we need to think about the end-of-life product or end-of-life material management here. So several areas that directly or indirectly contribute to the circular economy development. For example, we should have a sustainable resource management. We need to think about not only the raw material, but also we need to think about the recycled material. So right now in Taiwan, the company, they are thinking about that, can they use that some like the recycled material to replace the raw material here? So in Taiwan, for example, we have a lot of rPET. Okay, originally it's the PET bottle, right? Right now, a lot of company they use the recycled PET bottle. Also, we also want our customer to change their behavior because the society is very important. So the society behavior should be changed here. And finally, we need to build up a new business model to fulfill the society behavior. Example here in Taiwan, we have a lot of new business models such as like sharing here. For example, I'm working on a company who provide like the umbrella sharing here. So when you go outside, the weather is very good, right? But during the afternoon, probably there's the thunderstorm just come in, and then you don't have the umbrella, so you just buy an umbrella, right? But so in Taiwan right now, there is a company they provided like the sharing the umbrella. Of course, the sharing means the leasing. So they provided umbrella in every like the shuttle bus station here. So if the the thunderstorm just come in, you just get an umbrella, then you can return the umbrella very easily in a convenience store or in like the bus station or even in the shuttle bus station here. So we should think about that is any like a new business model that can fulfill the society behavior change, also for the sustainable resource management here. So since Taiwan is crowded and heavily relies on the imported resources, so the current linear economy model should not be great. So we need to think about the transition to a new business model. So the circular economy is very important. And also the circular economy can reduce the carbon dioxide emission. So with the transition of the circular economy, it can help to achieve the goal of balancing the economy, also stabilization of the development, also minimizing the burden of the environment here. However, we also think about there are some barriers for the circular economy, such as like the culture, because the people they don't have the willing want to change their behavior. And also we also need to think about the consumer interest, also the operating in the linear system. And then also for the technology, such as like the circular design and the IT system and lack of data and too few people for the large scale for the pilot project. As mentioned for the umbrella sharing, so far it's only a small scale. So we are thinking about, is there any like the big scale or big scope of the scale for the sharing system? And also the market here, and we need some like standardization, and also we need the funding to support the new financial support. So there are also a lot of financial input that comes to the new business model. And finally, is for the regulation here, because consider about like the food regulation, and there will be very strict to use the recycled material. So we also need to think about, should we change or revise the regulation for the new business model here. So I just highlight the barriers for the circular economy, include the cultural, technology, market, and the regulation here. And of course, I think that for Industry 4.0 can be supported for the circular economy. The benefit for the Industry 4.0 are vertical integration and virtualization for automation, and also the Industry 4.0 is the traceability, flexibility, and also for the energy management. And here I just cite the Roger and the Tsai, they just point out there are several approaches to link the CE, circular economy, and the Industry 4.0. For example, data analysis, collaborative model, and cyber physical system, and standardization and the specification, and CPS modeling and the model integration, and also like smart device development, investment cost design, compatibility, infrastructure standardization, and also interfacing and the network, and the semantic interoperability, process digitalization and automation, and also for the automation system, virtualization, cloud computing, and the sensor technology. So here we are thinking about that. So far we have a lot of like the new technologies, and then right now we are thinking about the sustainability problems, such as that we have the climate change problem, and we also need to reduce the carbon dioxide emission, and also we want to change our the consumer behavior to be like the circular society here. So how can we integrate or how can we use the Industry 4.0, such as like the advanced technology, try to solve the problem? So that is also my efforts that I just ask my students to think about, is there any like new technology which can solve the problem for the sustainability problem here? So here, just like the enterprise that just conduct with the circular economy with the Industry 4.0. So such as we can identify the problem first, and then we can think about what's the tools we can use to solve the problem. And also we need to build up some indicators. For example, how many carbon dioxide emissions are reduced and how many people they are sharing with the umbrella here. So also the smart supply chain will be a very good one. So we can use that one in the area of the supply chain here, such as like we try to reduce the material usage and also the energy saving and toxical sustainability here. And here I just highlight the evolution of the digital area line of the sustainable supply chain here. And here I just mentioned about the different time zone for the device here. And also we in Taiwan, we start from business process automation first. Then we change to be the digitalization transformation and also the intelligent enterprise. Finally, right now in Taiwan, we are talking about the smart supply chain, and also smart sustainable supply chain is also a very big issue right now here. So here I just mentioned about the case one, which is the LCD panel shipping. And in here, you can see that a lot of shipping, they are using like a recycle system here. So the company want to reduce the shipping box here. So they just use like the circular system for the shipping panel here. Okay, the challenge is that for the fulfillment is uncertain. So they also need to maintain the quality and the maintenance level. So finance and the turnover are the important thing for the circular system here. So you can see here, the left side is the linear strategy for the box, and the left side is the use the common shipping box and the standardize the box, and also use the ICT to monitor the circular system. I think that the container cost increased and the turnover rate is varied, and the maintenance rate is also varied here. So here just the solution, and I already proved the idea could reduce the packaging and also reduce the carbon dioxide emission for the package here. And the second one is the material resource reduction for the smart supply chain here. So basically here you can see that there are some sustainable resource and the Industrial 4.0 here. And I think that we just see like here, okay? So basically here, there is the people, they are, on hands for the inventory. So we just use like the big data to conduct the forecast and try to reduce the inventory. I think that we also got a very good result for the carbon dioxide emission for the inventory reduction here. And here is the delivery performance improvement. So the manufacturer, they are typically impose the time buffer to protect the work in process here. So the WIP process should be reduced by the lead time, because the high WIP level on the shop floor will increase the manufacturing lead time here. So here is the idea that originally we just put a process here. Then we use like a dashboard. So the CEO, they can collect all the WIP level data, then by using the dashboard to reduce the time here. And when they reduce the time, they also can reduce the carbon dioxide emission here. So basically here is the results, and also we have a good results for that one here. And the case study 4 is the environmental impact assessment here. So the use of energy and other resource by the semiconductor. So the semiconductor accounting, they can reduce their sustainability here. So basically the problem here, you can see here, from the carbon dioxide emission calculation, we prove that the 40 nanometers, the wafer is the new 20 nanometers wafer is better for the 40 nanometer wafer here. So you can see that the new products, the carbon dioxide emission is less than the previous one. So I think that is also a very good, innovative idea to lead the company and to conduct the carbon dioxide emission here. Okay, and there are some award and some company in Taiwan, they are working to gather some like ESG here. So here is the data for the Delta. They got the climate leadership because we have some award for them. And here is the greenhouse reduction here, and by using the some like the like the circular economy here, then they can reduce the carbon dioxide emission here. And here is a recycled bottle, and then we just collect a lot of bottle, and then we make the new, the fashion, textile here. And this is also the same. So they got the bottle from the sea. There are a lot of sea waste. So there are some company, they already to collect the sea waste and to make the recycle, material such as a recycle textile here. And here is the AUO, they are working for the water resources. So right now they claim the 100% for the water recycling here. Okay, and finally, this is a conclusion for today's presentation. And I think the net zero emission is the transformation. So far in Taiwan, a lot of company, we are thinking about that is any new transformation system that we can have it. Okay, and I'm sorry that I just tried to finish it in very quickly for 30 minutes. And I think that for the left 1 hour, and I already provided like the link for you, which is YouTube. I think that is also a very good video for you to watch it. Is that okay for you?
Yes, Prof. Thank you so much for your time and for your course explanation. So for the participant, but firstly, I want to ask, is that you still have time to question and answer session? You still have that? You still have time to Q&A session, Prof?
Okay, how about 2 minutes? Okay, thank you.
Okay. For the participant, please raise your hand or write down your question on the chat box if you have any question.
Good morning, sir. Greetings from India. Namaste, sir. This is Dr.
Yes.
Vibhu from India, sir. Sir, I have one query, sir. How can we manage smart supply chain for agriculture-based industries in the context of rural areas? Sir, I have seen your presentation. So, in which way we can manage smart supply chain for the agriculture industries, for the rural people, for the farmers, sir, basically?
Okay, thank you for your question. Let me just quickly respond to your problem here. I think that smart supply chain means that you have a problem for the supply chain, right? And then smart means that you can use like the advanced technology to control or to monitor your supply chain. So first, you need to identify what is the indicator in your supply chain you want to revise, you want to improve. Then you can use like the IoT or like the the digitalization device, whatever. Then you try to use the technology, try to improve the indicator in the supply chain. So that is my answer for your problem. Is that okay for you?
Thank you, sir. Noted your point, sir. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor Ko. And the next session, we will have a certificate of appreciation for Professor Tsai Chi Kuo. To the MC, please, time and screen is yours. Thank you so much, Professor Tsai Chi Kuo, for your time and also the very hot topic about SDG for this afternoon. And since Professor Kuo have another schedule, we will end this session right now. So please give applause to him firstly. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 谢谢老师。
Okay, thank you for Mrs. Talia for moderating this session. Maybe after this we will continue with the video from Mr. Professor Tsai Chi Kuo. Okay, please wait for the operator to show the video first. Okay, maybe we can give the appreciation certificate first for Miss Talia for moderating this session. So please the operator to share the appreciation certificate first to Miss Talia. Okay, so this is the appreciation certificate for Miss Talia that given by the chairman of the 5th Smart Agroindustry Summer Course Program, Mr. Makbul Hajat, Sarjana Teknologi Pertanian, Master of Engineering PhD. And due to the absence to the Mr. Makbul, so the certificate will be given symbolically. Thank you so much, Miss Talia.
Thank you, Miss Amel, and all of the committee of 5th summer course.
You're welcome. Okay, maybe we will continue first with the documentation session with Miss Talia and the other participant that have no problem with the signal or the device may turn on the camera. All right, I will count it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next slide. I will count from 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Talia and Professor Wu for the amazing session for today. So, for all the participants, please wait for the operator to play the video.